Today I'm going to show you how to make your own custom brushes. Imagine you had this photo. It's a nice photo, but it's got a big blank blue sky, and that can be a little boring, and we'd really like to have some clouds in there. To go out, either take a photo of a cloud or find one on the internet, but get a nice picture of a cloud. The first thing we'll want to do is crop this down where we only have the cloud and get rid of all that extra blue. Brushes are created by anything that is black or gray is your brush. Anything that's white is transparent. So we're going to want to convert this to make the cloud black and gray, and the sky we'll want it to be completely white. The way to do this is to go to Adjustments, change that to black and white, and we're going to turn down the blues because the sky was blue and there was some cyan in the sky, and we don't want to go too far or we'll lose details through here. Click OK. Now we want to get rid of all this hazy white area because otherwise you'll have remnants here. So we're going to get the brush and get a black color, and we're going to go all around the edges with the black. Just make sure there's no remnants left over. It will look funky if you don't do this step. Now it's still the wrong color, so we'll go into Image, Adjustments, Invert. And now we have a photo that can be created, used to create a brush. We'll go to Edit, Define Brush Preset. Now in some cases you might find this grayed out where you can't do it. The reason is the image is too large. So let's go to Image, Image Size, and the longest side, if you have a newer version of Photoshop, needs to be 2500 pixels or less. And if you had an older version, this needs to be 999 pixels or less, and that is pixels, not inches. This one's 772, so it's fine. Go back to Edit, Define Brush Preset, and I'm going to name this My Cloud, and now I have a brush shaped just like that cloud. Well, let's go back to our photo and switch over to the white. Now you could just resize this cloud and just pop it in and then go make another brush and pop that in, but I like to do it this way. I'm going to just use a little piece of that and create a little spot there, and I'm going to make a cloud there, and then turn the size down a little bit here, and I'm just going to have a cloud right there. And now I got 3 clouds for the price of 1. Now you will find that cloud you just made, see My Cloud, it goes to the bottom of your brush sets. Let's go back to the regular. Okay. I'm going to show you something else. This is a leaf. Just go out and find a pretty leaf and take a photograph of it on a black background. That'll save a step. Now this one we're going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate. I don't need to do those black and white adjustments, so I'm just going to go straight to Desaturate. Take all the color out. Now remember, anything white is transparent and anything black is your brush, so we want to switch the colors here. We'll go to Image, Adjustments, Invert. Now you have a photo that can be made into a brush. Edit, Define Brush Preset, and I'm going to call this My Leaf. Now I have a leaf. Now let's see what happens when we use the leaf. We'll make a new picture here. Let's turn the size down. Oh, and we need a color. And there we have our leaf. Now if we want that leaf to be green, just pick a green color. And if you drag it, that happens. Just single click and you have a leaf. Now let me show you something else that's really cool with this. Just to the right of that is, this is your brush presets. You can do all kinds of things with this brush you just made. Shape dynamics. We can play with the jitter, which this is the angled jitter, which tilts the leaf left and right. Right, left. Now you can turn that up and down. Roundness, I think that tilts it forward and back. I'm not sure. Yeah, tilts it forward and back. Scattering, and this is really cool. If we use scattering, when you drag the brush along, it'll scatter leaves. Instead of leaving that solid line, it'll scatter leaves. You can play with all these other things. Those are the more important ones as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to close this and let's go back up to, there we go, get a blank canvas again. Now if I wanted, oh, I should have showed you something else on that. Let me open that again. There is color dynamics. This is right, hue jitter. If you use the hue jitter, it'll switch back and forth between colors. That's really cool. So let's get a second color, and we'll take, I don't know, a brighter green. Now, this is something you definitely have to play with, and this is all adjustable. You know, I really don't like that rounding thing. Turn that back off. But you can play with all of these different sliders to make changes.